Hi, this is Togo. This is for organizing the right side of the body. About distribution of attention through the right side of the body. Addresses movement of the eyes. Lie down on your back comfortably. Moshe said that to do a things comfortably is the most difficult things to learn. What we are going to learn in general will be a funny sort of things. Making the impossible feasible. The feasible, comfortable, and easy, then elegant. Elegant means that no effort is generated which is not strongly directly into the movement. It means efficiently, elegantly. The feeling of elegance is that somebody does a things effortlessly, with a minimum amount of useless work. Then whatever he does is elegant. Once it is elegant and it becomes aesthetically acceptable. Each thing you do, you get it through those stages. Impossible, feasible, comfortable, easy, elegant, and aesthetically acceptable. As you are lying like that, close your eyes. Move your eyes to the right, slowly, gently, not to the limit. Just easily to the right. Look to the right. Think the pupil of the right eye is in the outside corner of the right eye. And the pupil of the left eye is just near the nose where the tears drain, the inside corner of the left eye. As you look to the right eye is at the right corner of the right eye, and the left eye is near the nose, means the right corner of the left eye. Therefore, pupils are not symmetrical relative to the nose. So you have them there, both of them to the right. Then slowly see, hear, feel whether you can realize where those two pupils are. Just make no effort. Just see, feel, kinesthetically. See in your mind's eyes where the two pupils are. See them at the right corner of the right eye and near the nose of the left eye. And while you do that, you just observe whether you are actually holding your breath or not. You needn't hold your breath. Can you look at your pupils where they are without interfering with the breath? It does not mean you are going to breathe in any funny sort of way. You just don't stop. Don't hold your breathing. Don't do anything with your breathing. Leave it alone. Don't breathe if you don't know how. Therefore, you have to leave it to breathe as it does. That's all. Then you will learn how afterward. That's crazy, because if you know how to breathe, why you learn how? Are both eyes still on the right? If they are still on the right, think that with both eyes you are going to move a little bit upward and downward as they are at the corners. A little bit, the smallest amount you can feel, and move up and down like that slowly. While you do that, see whether you hold your breath again. Keep on moving the eyes up and down like that at the right corner of the right eye and near the nose with the left eye. Keep on moving like that, eyes up and down. Of course, when you move them up and down, they actually move circularly, don't they? They move around to go upward and around to go downward. While you do that, what are you doing with your mouth? You are not actually moaning or doing something terribly difficult. If you don't move your mouth, is it difficult to move your eyes? You may smile at least internally. Not just smile idiotically, but have your mouth and face so organized that if somebody tickles you, you smile or laugh. Keep on doing with your eyes up and down, circularly up at the right a little bit more and a little bit down more. Each time encroaching a tenth of an inch, and keep on doing that. Each time encroaching a tenth of an inch, more upward around, then more downward around. Organize your mouth in such a way that it does not look as if you are very angry or very sorry or hate somebody. Just see whether you can let your mouth, your lips remain thick and open a little bit, and the corner of the mouth move to the sideway. Another word, it should look like a mouse, not like a witch's mouse. Keep on moving your eyes upward and downward gently. Do you notice that your head and your nose are turned to the right from the middle of the body? Can you feel that your head is not in the middle anymore? How did it happen? Who knows, but it does. If you move your eyes like that, something happened to your body, to your neck, into every muscle in the body. Slowly keep on doing that, encroaching a little bit more until you feel that you can go at least to the middle of the eye, until the eyes come straight to the middle, and back again to the right, and go down to the middle again. Then go back to the right and up to the middle again slowly. A little bit slower than I was speaking. Take your own time. Now do the same thing a little bit nimbler, just easy, not better, not faster, only nimbler, just like that. You've done already so many times, so you are familiar. You can do it a little bit easier. Only from the middle to the right, then upward to the middle, and back to the right, then back down to the middle, and that's all. Now very, very slowly while you do that, move your head to the right, looking to the right. Actually turn your head a little bit together with the eyes. You go with the eyes to the right. Let the head sink a little bit to the right and back to the middle. When you bring the eye upward to the middle or downward to the middle, you bring your head back to the middle very, very slowly. And again, when you move your head to the right, observe the right corner of the mouth feels a little bit heavier than the left. Very, very slowly. Lift your left hand with greatest ease and slowly. Slowly put your left hand on your forehead. It doesn't matter it takes 5 minutes, provided you make no special effort. Slowly lift your left hand and put it on your forehead. Slowly put your left hand on your forehead as gently, easily, and slowly as you can. You may feel like hypnotized or be already asleep because you are actually always doing exercise and working so hard. You don't really realize how harmfully you employ yourself, and this allows you to go slowly and allow you to do it on your own way. It's for the first time that you are feeling that, and therefore you feel so wonderful and you can fall asleep. Slowly put your left hand on your forehead and move the head a little bit to the right with your eyes together. Eyes, the hand, and the head move together to the right. Realize that you are actually going slowly, which is not very usual. Put your left hand on your forehead and move the head to the right together with your eyes as slowly as you need, and come back again as your eyes come back to the middle, very, very slowly. Then move to the right very, very slowly. Of course, don't hold your breath. Breathe the way it does. Just leave it alone. Moshe said that in learning, everything is permitted. Literally, anything that you do is permitted. Means if it's difficult, help yourself in a way that makes it easier and comfortable. If you have trouble with your left hand, help with your right hand. Hold the left elbow with the right hand to help, but gently. Try it. Gently, a small movement, not a big movement. Very slowly while you do that. Gently, slowly, slowly, as you do with your eyes. Move your right leg, thinking that the leg has also the knee, the hip, and the ankle. Move the right knee, the right leg a little bit to the right. Another word, bend the right knee a little bit and move the right leg outside, away from the left leg. The right foot should move away. Move as slowly as you move your head and move your eyes. If your eyes go to the right, move the head to the right. Then you move back with your eyes to the middle. When you move again to the right with eyes, move the right knee. Pay attention. What do I mean by pay attention? If you are paying the left arm, you imagine doing this with your left hand. Think, feel, sense as if you are moving your left hand. Just begin to do it with the right hand, and you will see that the right hand you move your right elbow out first before you begin. With the hand that is painful to you, you don't do that. Think of moving your elbow. Think of moving your elbow. Then imagine that you bring your elbow so high, you will see the other thing that you don't do with your left hand, but you do with the right. Each time you look to the right, move your right foot away from the left, but softly with the right knee and the right hip joint and the right leg and the right foot. Slowly move away from the left, but very, very slowly, and move the head to the right and the eye to the right. Pay attention now. Put your hands on the floor. See, what do you feel on the right shoulder and the left shoulder? The right shoulder blade and the left shoulder blade. The right elbow and the left elbow. Which leg feels longer? Which arm feels longer? Which side of the face feels longer? Now very slowly, keep your head at the middle and move your eye to the right. Slowly lower the head to the right while moving the eyes up to the middle or down to the middle. Slowly lower the head to the left towards the middle while moving the eye up around to the right or down around to the right from the middle. Repeat several times. Do you feel enormous difference between moving the head and the eyes in the opposite and the same directions? To the same direction, it goes by itself. To the opposite direction, you have to try to do it or make a real effort to do it. Moshe called this the impossible feasible. Roll to the right and get up. Stand up. Walk around yourself to the right 2-3 movements only. Just feel how it is. By the way, while you do that, observe how is your right shoulder, how is your left shoulder, which is higher. Don't do anything, just feel. You can look at yourself in the mirror. Do you notice that your shoulder is actually changed? Difference in width, difference in height, Then walk around yourself to the left. Turn around yourself to the left. What is the difference? Can you feel the difference? Walk around yourself to the right again. Which arm is longer, the right one or the left one? How do you make turning around yourself to the right different from the turning around yourself to the left? What did you do? Why is it different? How do you make the difference? Where do you initiate turning around yourself to the right? About to the left? Look at your back. Can you tell which side you turned your eyes? Look at the shoulder, and which shoulder looks human shoulder? How is the shoulder blade, the width of the shoulder and the height of it? You may find that the difference is enormous or a little less depending on how you were before. Can you feel turning the head to the right and to the left is different now? Walk and see what happened with the right leg and the left leg. Which leg works hard? Can you feel touching the floor is different from the one leg to the other? Can you feel one side is soft and heightened sensation, and the other side is just bumpy, silly sort of the leg? Lie on the floor. Lie on the left side very slowly, gently. Bend your knees. Lie comfortably. Very slowly, gently. Lift your head as you are lying like that. Lift your head a little bit. Lift your head just gently. Put your right hand above your head to catch the left temple. Above your head, take your left temple and then slowly lift your head like that. Lift the head gently, the smallest amount you can, several times. Close your eyes. While you do that, imagine that you look at the right elbow. Imagine yourself looking at your right elbow. Don't lift the amount you can, but the smallest amount you can. The smallest amount you can. If you can't use your hand, gently lift a little, a little, a little, a little bit, and lower it again. Lift it and lower it, the smallest amount you can. While you do that, think of your right foot. See your right foot in your mind's eye. See your right hip joint, and the length of your right thigh, and the length of your right leg, and the sole of your right foot. While you are lifting the head, move the right hip joint with the pelvis downward, as if your belt is going away from your downward in the direction of the leg. In other words, the whole body is moving in such a way, the right side, the pelvis goes away, the hip joint goes away from the right armpits. When you go back, think of the length of your leg and the length of your right thigh. When you lift the head, the elbow goes to the knee. The knee goes to the elbow, don't they? They go near. You don't have to make an effort. Think of it only. The right elbow goes to the right knee, and therefore the right knee goes near to the right elbow. Whether you do it or not, it's still near. Now think of the right hand and the right foot. You can think of the right palm and the sole of your right foot. Now while you do that, think. Your head moved with your elbow a little bit forward and a little bit backward. Gently forward and backward. Gently as little as you can. Forward and backward. Now watch while you move your head forward. Think of moving the elbow and the knee together toward one another. Whether it moves or not is unimportant. Don't move them. Just think you are going to move the right elbow to the right knee. Hold the head as you do. Move the head forward. Think you are going to do the right elbow toward the right knee and the right knee toward the right elbow. Don't do any effort for that. Just think it. Imagine that. Think as you go back. You will, of course, lengthen your right leg and roll to the right, ever so little, practically nothing. Stop it and going back forward. By the way, better put your right hand on the floor, in front of your chest, near the upper chest, near your mouth, simply like that. Now think that you are going to fold your body, but don't do it. Just fold your body, you see, so that your forehead will touch the knee. The knee will touch the forehead, but you don't do it. You just think that you are going to do it. Now slowly, you push the floor very gently with the hand. Maybe a little bit just like if you push the smallest amount possible on the floor. And you stretch a little bit your right knee, as little as you can. And you are going to roll like that, as little as you can, and back onto your back a little bit. Right leg a little bit, right shoulder a little bit, and the head, and now roll and back again to fold. Think that you are going to touch with your head to the right knee, so that your right shoulder, the right knee, and the head are going to touch together. And then you move a little bit back again onto your back, and you move again to fold. Keep on doing that until you fold and stretch ever so little, mostly in your imagination. When you stretch to lie on your back, you are straight and long on the right side. When you fold, you are small, short, the head, the elbow, the knee, the hand, and the foot, the shoulder, and the hip joint all move together, as if it touches with the forehead with your knee, or kissing your mouth with your knee. And then you go slowly back to roll as if you are going to stretch the right side only, lying on your back. Therefore, the right leg gets longer, the head gets longer, the spine gets longer, and the chest, especially the right side of the chest, gets softer. Enable you to think of rolling onto your back. Very slowly. Keep on doing that. Rolling forward to shorten yourself to touch with your head to the knee. And the knee coming up in your body with the chest moves backward by your hand. You are actually folding forward, and then slowly you are rolling back onto your back. The whole right side stretching, becoming long. Now slowly put your right hand above your left hand on the floor, somewhere there. Put the right hand gently. Don't hold it. Put it on the floor anywhere you like, near the left hand, above the left hand, where it's comfortable, where you can touch the floor. Now think that you are going to fold yourself. Then the right elbow and the head will come forward to touch the right knee. The right elbow will touch the right knee, and the head will come forward. Then the right hand will go up and lengthen and go above the head longer. When you turn a little bit to the right, think of the eye going to the right and the right leg becoming longer. When you turn actually a tenth of a degree to your right, so that you lengthen the entire right side on the floor to go to lie on the floor on the back. But you are doing very slowly, so you will take an hour to get on the back. Then you roll forward, contract, become short and small and easy, and you stretch both arm and leg and chest and eye to the right. And you roll so your back and right heel and everything being stretched long and will come to lie on the floor. Very slowly, keep on doing that and do it on your own way. You should pay attention to the all right side from the tip of your fingers to the tip of your toes, through shoulders, the head and the eyes on the right side, the chest on the right side, and to the leg and the hip joint, the right heel and the foot, the toes of the right side. You are going to roll like that, as if you could become so soft and so clever that you can lie like that. Everything straight, long, lie the right arm long, the right leg long, and the chest and the pelvis, and the eyes moving to the right, and then slowly you back to fold up to the left, and back to the right. The slower you do it, the better will be the result, and the more you feel the difference. Slowly contract all the right side, contract, shortens, together, gliding toward one another, and then lengthening. Now very slowly, actually lie on your back with the right arm long, the right leg long. Lie on the floor very slowly, and stretch out and lie on your back on the floor, the right arm above your head, just like it was before, more or less. Just note the difference. First, feel what is the difference between the right side and the left side. And very, very slowly, think of lifting the right elbow, the right hip joint, and the head, and turning to lie again on the left side. But you do that thing as slowly as you did before. In other words, you should take another quarter an hour to come to lie on your left side. But think of the right side being wrong. How would you lie on the left side? What would you do in order to do that? You'll see that you have to lower the whole body to the left. Your right leg must bend somehow and go to the left. Slowly, the whole chest, the whole ribs, everything must move to the left. The head must go to the left slowly. Moshe said that you don't oblige to succeed now. That is what you called achievement. If you give up your achievement, you will learn to use yourself in such a way that the 100 other movements will improve. But if you do this one very quickly and badly succeeding, actually to roll on your left side, you will find that you have done an exercise which has made very little difference to you in order for the other movement for the rest of your life. Now slowly go. See how you would roll and see whether you can have everything that rolls on the floor. Nothing held in the sky. Lie on the floor. Move the head to the left, gently, slowly. Go back again and straighten a little bit and shorten. Like with the eyes, you encroach a tenth of the degree each time. From the right to the left, from the right to the left, to go to the right on the left side. Encroach a little bit and nothing. You'll find that it's a big skill to use the right hip joint so slowly. Slowly. So you see, you go on shortening the right side in order to come on your left side. And you lengthen yourself in order to come on your right side to lie on your back. Slowly. Keep on doing that. Nothing should be held. Most of the things should be on the floor. Move the right hand and the right leg on the floor. Just find a way of having them on the floor, supported by the floor. Nothing in the air, not a second. Go slowly until you're up to where you can go touching on the floor and go back again. And you will see each time you do it, you go more, and more without making any real effort. Just watch when you go to the right and to the left. What would you do with your right leg, with your right heel, with your right hip joint, with your right shoulder blade, with ribs behind and in front of you? Actually, are you really getting taller on the right side or getting smaller? Slowly keep on rolling until you come on your left side, and lengthen back slowly until you lie on your back. The whole thing, the right foot, the right heel, the right arm, everything is on the floor all the time. And you go slowly as you can without lifting anything off the floor until you hold a little bit when you are on your left side. And you stretch and lengthen until you are on your back. Going each time a little bit easier, a little bit slower, but looking at your entire self from the toes to the calf muscle, to the knee, to the right hip joint, to the belt, to the lumbar region, and to the free leaves on the right, and to the shoulder blade, and to the right armpit, and to the pectoral muscles, and everything on the right side. Keep on going like that, right and left, right and left. Each time slower, each time less doing, less achieving, but feeling longer, better, and clever. Moshe said that if you keep on doing it, you'll suddenly realize that there is more to it than meets the eye. In fact, with all the exercise you've done, with all the meditation you've done, you never really knew how you do any damn things properly. And by doing that, you'll suddenly realize how much all the exercises that failed actually to do what you expected. You can see and feel that when you're getting up. You'll see what the right side is. It means that you are actually much more your right side than the left side. And the left side is as you came here. In other words, in spite of 25 years of training of doing God knows what, all the exercise it has done nothing at all that is worth the effort, or very little. It doesn't matter what it was, whether it was any sort of knowledge that you had done. Today it's about 100 different methods. all of them because they teach achieving something. Find that the people cannot do and give up. The old-fashioned, the destructive sort of learning that you had in the childhood. We have to alienate to our feelings and learn as the people wanted us to do. And as we could not help being small, we had to learn like that. And it's so ingrained in our culture that they don't care a hoot what happens to you. Once you latter down, you can be killed 15 times a day, nobody bothers you. Therefore, it's all the way around like that, and it's long overdue. Every individual should actually live a whole full life, the way you can, not the way you should, not the way somebody wanted you to do. That doesn't matter. We always have to do something as it is necessary for all of us. But that is a different sort of thing than when we were taught from early childhood to do what we should. Can you feel that you do it a little easier? Do it a little less quickly. The important thing is not how long it takes, but what you've learned out of it. Some people are doing slowly, depending on what sort of trouble they had before, and depending on the speed of their learning and what sort of history they had. It is no aspersion of anybody having his own rhythm, just like it is unimportant. Now just lie straight on your back, and again move your eyes, your pupils to the right, and slowly move them half a circle, slowly encroaching from down upward until the middle of the eyebrow. And of course, the left eye will also go to the middle. And then you go straight to the right and around like that, to the corners, one near the nose and one to the outside. And of course, you think of the length of your right side and view it from the toes to the fingers, the nail of the right foot and the nail of the right hand, the elbow and the knee, and the ankle and the wrist, and the armpit and the hip joint, and the clavicle and the shoulder blade, and the chest in front and the chest behind on the floor, and near the belt and between the pelvis and the belt, and the pelvis and the armpits. And you move your eyes to the right. Move them in the half circle up and half circle down, or as little as you can comfortably. And of course your mouth and your entire length of your spine, and see the enormous length from the right toes to the top of the head to the right shoulder. And think of rolling onto the left side, but in your mind, think of rolling quickly to the left. Don't do it. Just organize yourself so that you could roll very quickly to the left. Think of rolling faster than before to the left. Think of rolling faster than before to the left. And back on your back as fast as moving to the left. Then think of moving faster to your left. Everything on the floor shortening while you roll to the left. Actually, begin to do it. Moving to the left, shortening everything, rolling to the left, and the hand everything on the floor. Rolling to the left and then stretching out and rolling to the right on your back again slowly. Stretching, stretching, and roll. And then bring the right hand in front of you. And again, think of rolling faster in your mind's eye. It doesn't matter whether you do it faster or not. Just think of moving it nimbler, easier to the right and back on your back. Shorten and lengthen freely. That's lovely. Now very slowly get up, roll to the side you want to get up. You'll see which side you will roll. Slowly get up, very, very slowly. Use all the four members on the floor. Get up gently, slowly as you can. Very slowly. Just note that the difference between the right side and the left side. The right side is as you can be, as you are destined to be. The left side is as you came here and what life made of you. That can be removed, and the left side can be better than the right side. Moshe said that the hidden dream that you've never told anybody what you'd like to be is the only measure of health if you can perform it. If you can't achieve that, you are not healthy. It doesn't matter how much healthy food you eat. How do you make one side so different from the other? Have a look at your face on the right side and the left side. It's like two different people. How did you do it? One half becomes different from the other. How come? What did you do that it's so different from exercising or from meditation? How does it work? How come that you didn't know that you can learn so quickly and make such a difference for yourself? You'll see when you get slowly, properly, how fast you will be moving, faster than you have ever imagined that you could do. Ask the question. If you ask the question, you'll get answers through your own work. Nobody can answer but yourself, and you can understand that, and you'll feel that it's worth doing. The most important things that human being can do is to learn to know thyself. You can see that in that respect, nobody knew oneself. Nobody knew that you can have one side like that and the other side so different. So there is a lot to learn. Thank you very much. Have a day that is aesthetically pleasing.